My friends, I guess I set a precedent last week. I started the show with good news. And now I can't break the habit. My name is Howard Real. This is Real Truth. I'm going to start with good news again, thanks to the guy currently residing in the White House. Item from sfgate.com, Dateline DC. After 3 years in office, President Donald Trump has remade the federal judiciary, ensuring a conservative tilt for decades and cementing his legacy no matter the outcome of November's election. Trump nominees make up 1 in 4 U.S. Circuit Court judges. 2 of his picks sit on the Supreme Court. And this past week, as the House voted to impeach the president, the Republican-led Senate confirmed another 13 district court judges. In total, Trump has installed 187 judges to the federal bench. Trump's mark on the judiciary is already having far-reaching effects on legislation and liberal priorities. Just last week, the Fifth Circuit Court struck down a core provision of the Affordable Care Act. One of the 2 appellate judges who ruled against the landmark law was a Trump appointee, unquote. My friends, this doesn't get all the attention that nonsense does, like the impeachment and other garbage. But this is so much more important for you, your family, your future, and the United States of America. 187 judges on the federal bench and counting. Judges, we can be sure, will rule according to the law, not according to the caprice of the moment, not according to current trends, not according to what's cool. These are judges who judge and will judge for decades to come on the Constitution, on the laws already on the books. Liberal judges feel that they have a right, a responsibility to legislate from the bench, and that's why you get all these kooky, bizarro world decisions come out in liberal courts. Well, no court in the country has been as crazy, insane, nutso liberal as the Ninth Circuit Court, and Donald Trump has flipped it. It is now majority conservative, which means there are grown-ups sitting on the court now. This might be the single most important thing Donald Trump ever does. Now, I say revealing the swamp and fighting the swamp, and part of it is revealing the fake news media. I say that's the single most important thing that Trump has done. But by staffing the federal judiciary around the country, and of course the Supreme Court, and please God, what's her name, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, will give up the ghost soon and we'll be able to replace her. This is Donald Trump ensuring that this country will stay America for the next 20, 30, 40 years. It's absolutely essential. It's another promise that he made that he has kept. And he is doing everything anybody could have hoped he would do. So thus far, after almost 3 years in office, he has been absolutely spectacular. And that's why the Democrats are so angry. They want to see America lose. The Democrats want to see America crippled, weak, suffering, gasping for air. That way we'll be more dependent on the government and on them. Well, sorry, Democrats. America is not willing to go down in the dustbin of history yet. Not while Donald Trump is in the White House. Item from Breitbart, related item. China said on Monday it will reduce tariffs on January 1 on more than 850 foreign products, including frozen pork, asthma medications, and some high-tech components to spur economic development. The announcement followed an interim trade agreement with Washington and a tariff war that has rattled financial markets. Unquote. Wrong. This is what everyone gets wrong. Maybe they're stupid. Maybe they don't want to get it right. I don't know. But you're listening to my show because I get things right. So here it is. It's not this quote-unquote trade war that has rattled the markets, because we've been involved in this trade war for decades, 20, 30 years. It's the fact that we have begun trying to win this trade war. That's what has the scaredy cats and the fraidy cats and the champagne drinkers on Wall Street all a Twitter. If they were smarter than they are, and they're just glorified bean counters, if they were smarter, if they could look long term like the Chinese do, they would see that this correction that Donald Trump is making is absolutely critical for the future. We cannot go forward losing $500 billion every single year to the Chinese because they are cheating, robbing, and swindling us. Donald Trump said enough. And he's enough of a man and a leader to take action, and the action is working. It's working. We've got a better agreement now with China than we've had in 30 years or more. We've got better agreements with Canada and Mexico than we've had. In fact, NAFTA was a terrible deal. I didn't hear any other presidential candidate talking about redrawing these deals, and yet Trump did. And America's far better off for it. So let's all get together collectively and say thank you, President Trump, for keeping your promises, for putting America first, for making America great again and rich again and safe again, precisely as you promised you would. And for the numbskulls on the Democrat stage, each of whom wants to be president so much they can taste it, and they can't wait to begin tearing down and breaking down the progress we've made over the past 3 years. Well, sorry, guys. Go find another country and tear that country down. Weaken and cripple that country. Not America. Not on my watch. I'm going to be on the air every single day, Monday through Thursday, every week, making sure that America is well defended, because it needs to be. We'll take a break and we'll be back. More Real Truth. Stay tuned.